live.
Yay! For the first time in what seems like years.
Oh my goodness, it's been a while.
How long has it been? Like
It was
4 weeks? 5
Oh,
weeks?
longer than that, because I pushed it back an extra month, so it's been since
8
the end of
weeks.
August.
Whoa.
I'm gonna try
okay.
to pull it a little bit this way, now that I can actually see.
That was fun.
What I'm looking at.
Okay, that's better now. I can see.
Okay.
Now I can go.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello, lovely friends. It has been a while. I mean, not really. Well, it feels it's
on live.
Yes. We just posted a video this morning. So
And if you haven't.
Okay. Hello. I see some people are showing up, and I'm glad to see it.
I do want to make a point to say early, this shirt is Cinderella blue.
Yes,
it's like
it's a very lovely blue.
It looks like white on camera. It's not. It's Cinderella.
I
want
lovely.
credit for the color of blue that I am wearing. Okay. Moving on.
So, earthquake as she drinks her hot cocoa from her Cinderella mug.
Yes, I am.
Cinderella's castle.
Yay. Actually, I was going to use a different one, but then I feel like this one fits.
Yeah.
Fits our well. So.
Yeah. So, in case you missed it, we're talking about the book club pick for September and October, because the end of September was like,
hi, Alicia.
So, thank you guys very much for extending that back a month for me. And then extending back from this weekend. It was supposed to be on Sunday.
Yes.
But we had some stuff come up.
Yes, we had some family medical things on Sunday. All is well.
Yes, everybody's good.
But it kept getting closer and closer to when we were supposed to be getting live, and we're like, I don't think we're gonna make it.
So I jumped on. I was like, okay, we gotta move back. I'm sorry, guys. So,
yes. Hi, Tammy.
So we're doing it today. Today's been pretty good.
Yeah, it's been pretty productive.
We've gotten a lot of work done and done a lot of things.
And I will also say, I guess can mention this a little bit more in detail at the end of the live, but we do have some really exciting videos coming up, and we can give some little spoilers at the end of the video for some videos that we have coming, because we're pretty excited.
Sneak peeks. But yes, so we're talking about September and October's book, which was So This Is Love by Elizabeth Lim, which is the Twisted Tales based on the story of Cinderella, which is why Hope is very excited. She lent me these ears.
Yes, I did.
This is just a Be Still and No t-shirt. It's not very exciting, but I mean,
it kind of has Cinderella vibes.
It had. I was thinking like the butterflies and the flowers.
Yeah, like the creatures and all of her friends that help her out.
Calm, chill, peaceful kind of person that she is. Yeah. So let's.
I guess we should also mention before we get into the book that it is voting day today.
Oh yeah.
We did early voting a few days ago, but
we're not going to talk.
We're not going to talk about politics here. But I do hope that you guys voted as well, and we just want to put that out there that we realize it's voting day. We didn't really
intend to have.
Yeah, because we voted sometime last week. And
we did.
Like, it is election day, but we're going to talk about Cinderella. So here we are.
It's more fun anyway. Let's be real. Okay, so I've got my lovely happy notes. I got this for my birthday from you or Mom. One of y'all gave it to me.
But I think it was me.
Yes, it's beautiful and I love it. It matches my planner and it's everything. So
she's got almost the whole collection of that happy planner stuff now, by the way.
Yes, I have the mini planner too. I also got for my birthday, and I've been using it.
Planner, sticker book, notebook, mini.
Yep, I think that's it. But I love it. It makes me happy. And I've been using the mini one as like the YouTube.
I've never seen one that fits your personality more than that one. So
yes. So I wrote all my discussion notes down in this happy note. So, which also, another side note, this is gonna keep happening. I'm sorry.
We're never actually gonna get to the conversation of this.
The Happy Planner Princess Collection is all I was gonna say.
Yay!
We actually got planners in the mail this week.
And it was quite lovely because we got them on Walmart.com and we got them delivered to our door. And they actually came on Halloween day because we thought it was trick-or-treaters, and we came to the door and it was a box and it was our planners. Honestly, that was like most chill ever.
It's so
nice.
nice.
We didn't even have to
So we don't have any
stress
of the
about it.
stuff yet to go with it.
Yes,
but
working
we do have
on
the
that. We're working on
and we
that.
got the Cinderella Tiana Snow White.
Yeah.
That's why it made me think of it, is because
I should have grabbed that to show in this video.
But
I'm going to be having a Sticker Sunday video coming up soon, talking all about the Princess Planner collection and all of those pieces. So be on the lookout for that.
Yes, I agree. Mickey's Girls, it's so gorgeous.
Yay! They're so beautiful, and I love how they incorporated not just the princesses, but their quotes, their friends, their princes, their like sidekicks. They kind of gave the full picture, which is perfect if you're trying to create like actual planner spreads. With them, you have options. It's not just like the princesses themselves. So pretty cool.
Very excited to get to using it. That's okay, Kathy.
No worries
whatsoever. Thanks for watching our videos.
We always enjoy too with these book club lives if you guys want to come in and just chat, because we don't get to go live as often as we would like. Hopefully we're going to try to work on that soon. But it's nice to get to talk to you guys as well.
Yes. Yeah, Cinderella is Hope's favorite princess. Well,
she is.
Would you say she's your top? Because you have like 3 that you love.
Top 3. I will say she's my original favorite princess.
I have
loved her since I was a little girl.
Yeah.
So she's my longest running favorite.
I do love Cinderella. She's Hope's favorite. So like she's never been like my favorite because she's Hope's.
She's your sister favorite.
But I do love Cinderella a lot.
And I will say too, with these lives, it's always fun because the Tales as Time Book Club, we kind of like pair Disney related books and like inspired books or fairy tales that inspired Disney movies. So it's fun because we can also talk about the movies and the characters from those and how it compares to the books. So
thank you, Felicity.
Hi, Felicity.
We appreciate prayers. We can't really, I don't want to go into too much detail because we're probably going to do like a life update in January. Probably.
That's when we did it last year.
And you guys will get more info, but it's been chaotic. It's been good, but it's been chaos. A little bit. So,
but we are also super excited. Who is ready for the holiday season? We're just going to go ahead and talk about this really fast.
I love how we're talking about all this stuff that I was thinking we talked about after we talked about the book. We're just let's talk about it now.
But it is November 3rd, and that means that in our household, that is already Christmas season. It's already the holiday season.
We were listening to Christmas
although we have not decorated it all yet, which is surprising for us. Normally we're decorated by now. But yes, it's already holiday season. We've been listening to Christmas music. We have been watching some Hallmark Christmas movies. Who else loves Hallmark Christmas movies? Because we do. And there's so many new ones this year.
Yes, and they all look amazing. But yeah, our local Christian radio station started playing all Christmas music today. It was very exciting.
Yeah, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah,
cool.
Oh, I love Winnie the Pooh too, Kathy. I think you probably know that because he's the best. Who doesn't love him, honestly? Like, if you don't,
he's the best, silly old bear.
Yeah.
Yes, bring on the holidays. Bring on the holidays.
Yes, we're getting ready to plan out and start filming for Vlogmas and to the end of the year. So, can't believe we're already here.
We have lots of holiday content coming this year, and we're getting ready to we're in the planning stages of that. Yes, so pretty exciting.
Yeah, so that kind of answers Felicity's question. Yes, we are doing Vlogmas. Well, that's the plan right now. We'll see what happens. But.
Good Lord willing, we are doing Vlogmas. This will be our 3rd year in a row doing Vlogmas. Also, I guess we can go ahead and say this. If you are excited about our Vlogmas and are waiting for December 1st to come, you can go back and watch the past 2 years' Vlogmases because those are really fun too. We've done a little bit different things each year. So
last year was
fun going back and looking at our first year.
We have something very...
We do. We're actually switching it up quite a bit this year. But yeah, it's fun to see how we've changed and evolved throughout the years.
Yep.
Yeah, so we know this will be our 3rd year doing Vlogmas. Yes, Hallmark!
Kathy. Candace Cameron Bure is awesome. Love her.
And she did the preview
special this year
for Hallmark Channel, and then Movies and Mysteries was a different one. But I love watching those preview specials because we can make a list of the ones that you really want to watch and then the ones that you want to watch, but it's not really want to watch. So you can categorize, prioritize your time.
It's true. Yay,
Haley! We
so
are
glad.
too. We're so excited. And honestly, I'm like totally already in the Christmas spirit.
And partially because I think, is it Magic Kingdom already has their tree up?
Yep, Magic Kingdom already has their tree up.
We haven't been yet to see it, but
I don't know when the other parks. Well, I know Epcot's not going to be for a while because they are doing
still doing
the holidays when Food and Wine is over. But Disney Springs, I think, is the end of this week. They get their Christmas. Magic Kingdom already has their Christmas up, and so Disney's in Christmas mode. We're in Christmas mode, so it's like, let's go, let's go Christmas!
Yay!
Oh, thank you, Felicity.
Oh, good.
Oh, they're decorating already. Cool. Yes. So, quite a few of the parks already have their holiday decorations up, and it'll be interesting to see like how different it is, because I know it's going to be very different and much more like low key than they're used to doing, just because of everything that's going on this year.
For Epcot, because I heard they're not doing the storytellers this year.
Yeah, which is really sad.
I understand, but I'm still really sad.
Although I honestly think Festival of the Holidays is probably going to be one of the most holidays displays that there are this year. I know Disney Springs is doing the tree trail, but it's instead of in a trail like normal, they're dispersing them throughout the springs, which might be a really fun video if we like go find all the trees, because you gotta kind of look for them. They're not just like right there.
True.
So yes, lots of exciting things coming. We're very, very excited. I'm just ready for everything holiday. Like, let's be real. But I guess we can go ahead and transition back to what we're supposed to talk.
Should we do the book club thing now?
Abby, would you like to take it away and talk about book things?
All right. So yeah, I mean, we can totally go back to Chris later. Like, I'm totally down for that. But I have a few things to chat about with you guys.
They want to see.
So do I. So, are you drinking peppermint hot chocolate?
Maybe.
I'm smelling it.
I may not have peppermint creamer in my hot chocolate.
She bought this peppermint creamer back when she bought her pumpkin one.
No,
at the beginning
I bought the pumpkin one Okay, yeah, I bought it.
They both came into the fridge on the same day. That's all I know. And so good.
I opened the pumpkin one first,
because I don't drink tea or anything, so she makes her chai pumpkin lattes, and they're wonderful. I'm sure. I don't drink
I've kind
tea,
of
so
been
I don't know.
switching it up,
but I've been drinking peppermint hot chocolate.
That's why the peppermint creamer is going away really fast.
It's so good. Also, it's been like kind of cold here the past couple of days.
And by kind of cold, we mean like lower 70s, which is basically like Florida winter.
It's gorgeous. And I'm here for it.
I wore long sleeves yesterday and didn't sweat my face off. I know. It was kind of crazy. Now it's back to like upper 70s, lower 80s, which is still lovely.
Yeah.
But yes.
If the trees will not be all together, I wonder if it will still snow in Disney Springs. I've heard
they are doing it, but they're only going to be doing it in like one or two places, like direct places, instead of all over. Which they normally picked one or two places.
Normally, it was just in the trail.
But then the parks did Snope as well, and I've heard, I don't know if it's true, I've heard rumor that it will only be snoping in the springs, not in the parks. I don't know. I guess we will have to test and explore all avenues and then get back to you on that.
Snope tried to kill me last year. Do y'all remember this?
Oh my gosh. We should try, after we finish this live, link the video where you almost died.
Go find it.
I think it was when we were with Karen,
Twinkle Bell Karen Trail last year. I almost died.
Okay, let's just say there was a Snope cannon and it was like
right in my face.
She inhaled right as it came out.
It was not a good day. It was a good day. It was not a good moment in that day.
Oh, that was funny.
I'm glad that happened. I mean, it won't happen again this year because masks are a thing, so like it won't be able to directly. There's not a trail where they're going to directly shoot. It'll probably be up into the air and then falling down. But that was an event in my life that I don't really want to relive.
Abby will brave the Snope and try to figure out where the Snope is.
I was like, Hope can go and look for the Snope. Let me try to fix these ears. I love these ears because they're from Heather and they're great and they're comfortable.
Yeah, they're from Housewife Heather.
Having it today.
Housewife Heather. They are. She made me Cinderella ears. And I love it. She's like,
these are Hope's
really. Yeah. Okay, here we are talking about Christmas again. It's just gonna keep coming.
Oh boy. Thank you, Tammy. I'm glad you're excited. Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Yeah, we're doing better today than.
Yay for holiday vlogs. Yay for Christmas vlogs. Yay for Vlogmas. I'm so excited.
Okay, now we're going to talk about the book. Okay. Twisted Tales. I love the Twisted Tales series. I've only read 3 now. This is my 3rd with the book club. I've read them all.
We've read them with you.
It worked. We read Beauty and the Beast, which is As Old as Time, and then Frozen, which is Conceal, Don't Feel, and then we read this month, So This Is Love.
So now you can kind of start getting like an idea of what the Twisted Tales series kind of does
and
with
I
the stories.
Love them personally. I mean, I feel like I'm gonna need to read more, and I feel like I've heard the older ones are not as good. Like they've gotten better as they go, which makes sense, of course. So I haven't read some of the older ones, like the Aladdin one and the Sleeping Beauty one and those. But I will definitely be getting to those because I really liked it. Every single one that I've read, I've loved even more. And let me tell you, I had a bit of an epiphany, and I felt a little bit like an idiot because it just occurred to me that they're all the titles are song lyrics from the movie. Just like it didn't even right over my head. I didn't even catch it. Like now I feel stupid. But
you learn, you grow.
Well, I was thinking because there's the other series that we've also read some from that Mother Knows Best is part of. So it's like I can't remember if it's the Odd Sisters books, the smaller ones, and those are not. So I think I was getting them combined in my head. I mean, either way, I love the titling of these books, but that just occurred to me. This book, I don't know why that was like, oh, that makes sense. As you can probably tell, we absolutely love Cinderella in this household. Just love it since very small childhood.
Yes,
we have pictures of us at Halloween. You know, I was Ariel because Little Mermaid was my jam when I was a kid, and then Hope was Cinderella.
Always
very fluffy.
Every year,
tiny ball gown.
Very itchy.
So I was really excited. I always love Cinderella retellings because everyone does them so differently. But seeing someone's take on the Disney version was something I was really excited to read about, and I really enjoyed it.
Yay.
As I'm going to keep repeating probably because I really liked it a lot, which is great. I'm very happy about that. And I liked that this one happened after the ball and the slipper and all of that situation. It's like the aftermath. Like post that point, because the question that this one poses, each Twisted Tale poses a different question that changes the story. And in this one, it was, what if Cinderella had never tried on the slipper when the Grand Duke came to the house? And obviously, that in the original, that was how she started her happily ever after.
Which, can we also mention the fact that that's the storyline that Cinderella 3
I was going to talk about that because this book featured to me so many vibes of both Cinderella 2 and 3.
Is one of my favorite
sequels,
but it's also one of the ones that stresses me out the most because it's like
Cinderella 3 is great.
If
you guys.
The stepmother could be any more evil than she is in the first movie, Cinderella 3 is the thing. Like if she had all the power, basically that's what they talk about, is if she had all the power of fairy godmother, what could she do? So stressful.
Which leads me into talking about how I think we discussed this at our Mother Knows Best live discussion, how my 2 least favorite Disney villains, in that I just really hate them, is Mother Gothel and Lady Tremaine. And I think both of those, the reason is that they're the most realistic. And so like they're not the most powerful magic-wise.
They're not magical. I think that's
anything
the thing, like
powerful in that sort of way, but they're just awful.
They're
people.
more like real life kind of evil. Like it's not, because I feel like with like Maleficent and Jafar and things like that, it's a little bit more fantasy in that you're like, oh well, good thing magic doesn't exist. You know, it's like that kind of thing. You have those like real feelings, but then when it's not magic that's what's evil, it's their personality and their
they're the most
actions.
realistic,
it's like,
and therefore the most terrifying in my opinion. Yes, Nicole, I really liked this retelling. I understand life being stressful because that's why I had to move back.
It took 2 months. I think we're all in that same boat right now.
Oh yeah, Frollo, same way. Radcliffe, Clayton. It's the ones that I genuinely like dislike the most are the ones that are just people, and they're just horrible people.
Yeah.
Cruella de Vil's another one, but like Cruella's not really.
Hers is a little bit more
to the same level
comedic.
to
It's a little
me.
bit more
Yeah.
comedic. Yeah.
Because anyway, we're not talking about Cruella. Not at this point. Side moment. But yes, I agree. It's the ones that are just evil people that I do not like. Also, Kay, I want to talk about this for a minute because the way that they twisted this particular tale, I didn't like that joke. Anyway, is that the Grand Duke is kind of the villain. It's not really a spoiler because it's talked about right at the beginning, but he's definitely plotting and planning, which I'm personally not really a fan of because I love the Grand Duke in the original movie. He's like the most relatable. He's just trying to do his best, and it's not his fault. Everyone's crazy, but in this one, he's kind of he's scheming, and I don't know. I didn't tell you this, but I listened to the audiobook for a lot of this one too, and so pretty early on when we started dealing with Prince Charming and his father and their relationship and like seeing what was going on in the palace, I was kind of like, I have seen Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses enough times to recognize when someone is poisoning the cake.
Yes.
It literally, I was like, this is the plot of the 12 Dancing Princesses, but a little bit different, obviously. But
oh my gosh,
I was like, I know this.
That literally sums up our childhood. Is like Barbie movies and Disney princess movies
and Disney sequels.
That's
what we grew up on. But yeah. That was just my thought. I was like,
that's hilarious.
I know
it's so obvious though. Why don't they see it earlier?
Seriously,
before they get to the point of death. Just saying.
Which I will say I did enjoy. There's like a political intrigue storyline going on in this one, which was fun because Cinderella kind of, is in the palace and she's slowly kind of figuring all of this out.
Yeah, she's learning.
But yeah. But I thought the political side of it was really interesting. So yay, Nicole. The Barbie movies are great, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it is it started out pretty predictable, and it's not the most unique necessarily storyline I've ever read. Like, I've definitely read books that have a similar storyline, but it was very engaging. The characters are awesome. I really liked it a lot. And it's like I said, it's kind of a unique Cinderella retelling because it doesn't actually deal with the usually Cinderella retellings deal with the lead up to the ball and the happily ever after kind of thing.
It's a different part of the story.
It's a different part of the story because it starts like the first chapter is the ball and her dancing with the prince and like all that stuff that we know and love and her running away, and then
the big finale of the original story.
Yeah, and so it's like that's what changes. I think it's really cool. Let me say, hope you can back me up on this because I will never understand, and this book confirmed that for me, how people don't like Cinderella and Prince Charming as a couple.
Yeah.
There's so many people who just don't like them or don't care for them. I mean, there are a lot of people who love them too, because I know in our Disney community we got a lot of Cinderella fans, which is good.
We love and appreciate them.
We love them because Cinderella deserves the whole world. But yeah, there's so many people that are like, they're like boring or whatever. They're so cute and wholesome and wonderful, and I just adore them with all of my heart. Like,
I'm not going to go too much down the rabbit hole of that because I could talk about that for hours. But the original classic princes, so Prince Charming, the prince from Snow White, and Philip are my favorite princes, period. Like, they are your classic quintessential prince. They come in and do the sweep you off your feet kind of thing. And like, it's really hard not to love that. Like, that's the classic fantasy that every little girl like dreams of. And it's like, why? Yeah, like because they're like, oh, they're not real. They don't have enough depth. But I'm like, we have enough depth in our actual lives.
Right.
Like, you want the nice fantasy in what you're watching and reading.
This is something that I've always felt, and I will defend Cinderella until the day I die. Okay. So many people are like, she's boring, or she's just quiet, or she just needed a man to save her. That's not true, because she didn't even know he was the prince. She just went for a good time. That's all I'm saying. She wanted to have a good night, and like, she's got that soft strength that I just think is so important, and it's so necessary. Like, you can have kick butt princesses all day, and that's important too. Like, girls need to know, they can
Both
save
are
themselves.
good. There's
Both
time
is
for
good,
both.
but like, I'm not gonna go out and save the kingdom. Like, that's not who I am as a person. And so it's important to me, and it was important to me growing up, that I saw role models that I looked up to. Barbie movies were great about this, by the way. That are like that are gentle and kind, and that's
nice
their
balance.
power. That's their strength, is that they are
And
good
can
and
we
kind.
also say it's really good to have like courage and be strong and all of those things, but it's also really important to remember that kindness is always in fashion.
It is.
And that's one of the main words that is like associated with Cinderella.
That
is
what
kindness
Cinderella taught me.
and her humility, her not humility, her I guess humility, both. But just the fact that she's always like serving others, even when she wasn't dished a horrible plate, a horrible life, and she still every day treats her family, her masters, with respect, and that's something that we can all
and I did appreciate in this particular version they kind of deal with Cinderella comes to realize that was a toxic situation.
Yeah.
And I should have gotten out sooner, but she doesn't really regret being kind to them because they, that's just, being kind is the best.
Being kind, cool.
Being kind is awesome. Yes, Nicole. Okay, I have read Cinder. I've read Cinder, Scarlet, and Cress. I'm almost done with Winter. I have like 200 pages left, and I read like 600 pages of it in a day. I'm not even kidding. Winter was so good, and I'm almost done, and I love them. And Cinder and Kai, same thing. I love them just as much as Cinderella and Prince Charming.
Hey, Heather.
Hey,
check
look,
out
it's
the ears. They just fit the theme so perfectly today.
They totally did. Yes,
Kristoff. Yeah, and
it's baby. I love her.
It's kind of cool to see too, like how I think like Kristoff's one of the more like modern princes, but he kind of the fact that he's not a prince.
Kind.
He doesn't come from being a prince, but he also like is very similar to the classic princes, even though they have like the royalty and that they are princes.
He reminds me a lot in personality of Prince Philip, but maybe not. But he's obviously not royal, so like, that's the difference. But they both kind of
like playful,
do their
joke, but they love.
They can
like
sing
with their whole
with the
heart.
Voices of angels.
That always helps.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I love Cinderella and Prince Charming. They are one of my favorite couples, and I do have like a pin collection of the two of them specifically because I love them together.
Yep. Yes, Cinderella and Charming are moral, kind, and simple. And sometimes that's all you need. That's all I'm saying. The kindest people have lived the hardest life and choose kindness. It's true.
Yeah, and that's what I think is so cool about Cinderella, because I think no matter what life situation you're in, there's something that you can learn and something that you can admire about her look on life and how she chooses to act and chooses to think every single day, even though she totally has all the right in the world to wake up hating her life, hating the world, being a nasty person,
and she chooses,
saying, "Oh, how miserable my life is," but she chooses to be positive. Yeah. She loves Scarlet most of all.
Yeah. My favorite personally so far has been Cress.
4 in a week. Read 4 in a week and cried.
Okay, let me tell you, Nicole. So Cress is my personal favorite so far because I'm a sucker for a Rapunzel story, and Thorn is literally Flynn Rider, and I just but Winter had me so stressed. I'm so stressed at the point that I'm at. I have like 200 pages left, and I'm like, everything is going wrong. But it's gonna be fine. Marissa Meyer, let me tell you, Marissa Meyer is the queen. There's an old writer tidbit advice that we get that's like, find the worst situation. What's the worst thing that could happen to your character right now, and then do that. Marissa Meyer is the queen of that, man. She does that.
She goes there
all the time. And I'm like, I'm stressed. But I was like, it's so good. But I'm so stressed. Life can make you bitter or better.
I love that.
So true.
Yeah.
So true. And I think that's what's most inspiring about Cinderella, Snow White, and somewhat Aurora, but hers is a little bit different because she didn't know that her life was awful. She had a great life in the forest, good. she was upset when she realized she had to be a princess now. Like, that was what
Well,
she was
I feel like
upset
Aurora
about.
had a pretty good life,
She
even though she
did.
was like she wasn't. I mean, even though she was in the woods and wasn't a princess life, it was still a good life.
Yeah,
but
I was gonna say Snow White and Cinderella particularly. It's both that they have these terrible circumstances and they realize that they're in these awful places, but they still choose kindness and being good to people.
I also feel like if
smiling,
there ever were a year
optimism.
that at the beginning you didn't like the classics and now maybe you do, I think that year would be 2020 because I feel like we've all felt all the emotions throughout the year, and it's kind of, you can kind of see more sides maybe than you would have in a normal like year of life.
So true. so true. And it's nice just to go back to something that's comfortable and classic. And
and something that's like, it warms your heart when you
I wanted to rewatch Cinderella before we did this live chat, but I didn't get a chance to. But it's so lovely.
Such a good one.
So every lovely. Time. Winter breaks my heart. Oh no! Uh-oh. I mean, it's already made me really sad and stressed several times over. But I'm very nervous. But I do know, because I've seen some of the synopsis for like the epilogue type short stories, and so like I'm like, I think I know who's gonna live, but there's some I'm not sure about, and that stresses me out. Anyway, she is an incredible writer. I agree. I still have yet to read Heartless, but I've heard really good things about that one too, which is Alice in Wonderland retelling. Let me see, what else do I have to say? That was pretty much it. That was pretty much all I had written down. I just love Cinderella a lot as a character. I love her story. I think she's very inspiring and powerful in a different way than some of our newer princesses, who I also love. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I was gonna say, what have you guys been reading? What have you been watching? Let's chat, because I feel like it's been forever since we've talked to you.
It's true.
And I will tell you what the book for the next 2 months is.
I will go ahead and tell you what I have been watching.
What have you been watching?
Hallmark Christmas movies. And
I'm sorry, I was expecting something different.
But Hallmark Christmas movies.
That works.
And the older ones. Watched one from 2008 the other day.
Which one?
And then it was the one with baby Cameron Bure. She was really tiny. It was really cute. And then we watched some of the new ones.
We have more
not as many. I guess we could talk about this a little bit. Well, no, maybe I'll hold out. Maybe I'll hold out for that one, but I will talk about that in the future because I'm excited about it. Something that I've noticed about like the newer Hallmark movies, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay. That was like the biggest cliffhanger that I did not mean to leave that.
You got super excited and then just cut it off. Like, okay.
What else was I gonna say? Oh, well, I guess it's not really anything that I was watching, but I wanted to show you guys something that kind of goes along with our Cinderella theme today. So the first thing is this mug, which is one of the alphabet mugs. I thought it was a fitting. I can see the other letters.
We don't.
But I thought it was fitting for today because it is Cinderella, which we got it because it's like Walt Disney World Castle, and I also love Cinderella, so it's like a win-win-win-win-win. But that's the mug. But then I also just got this pin yesterday, and it's been a while since we've actually shown pins or anything online.
We need to do like a pin haul or something.
We do, and actually we do have a pin haul coming up because of these pins, but I just got this one yesterday. I'm so excited, and it kind of goes with our theme today, but they are the brand new holiday resort pins, and this one is the contemporary, which is Cinderella. So I got it obviously because it's Cinderella. I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but it's actually a wreath, and all of them are wreaths for different. There you go. I was trying to block more of my face.
Do that.
But it's they're all wreaths. On the backer cards are like different doors, and then the wreaths have different characters on them, and then it says the name of the resort down here. And so Cinderella's has Jacques and Gus in the wreath, and then the pumpkin and the glass slipper and everything in it. But I did just, I don't know what's happening with my hair. I did just pick these up yesterday, and I'm so excited. And I did get a few other resorts as well that
there have been quite a few
match our
of
collections. Yeah.
Except the Winnie the Pooh one, which I wasn't able to get because it's the Hilton Head Resort.
Yet. We're not getting it yet. I'm still on the hunt. But I actually did like totally score yesterday. And I think I got like
you got
almost all of the ones that we wanted.
Where did you get those? Disney Springs or?
No, it was actually at the Contemporary. But
you're looking for them. Could keep looking.
Yeah, I think they
Humphrey the Bear is on Fort Wilderness, I think, or Wilderness Lodge. I can't remember which, but he does look very cute. I agree.
He does. He's very cute. But what I was gonna say is, I think they might be coming to the spring sometime this week. So I will try to look and see if I can find the other ones.
Hallmark Christmas and Drawing Board.
Yay!
Man, I've actually I was about to say I haven't been reading that much. That's not really true. I mean, it kind of is in that I haven't finished many books, but I'm in the middle of a lot of like big ones. That's my thing is right now. I'm like in the middle of a lot, and I've been just speeding through. I read this book in like a couple of days just because I was like, gotta get it done because I'm not postponing another month. It's not happening.
No.
So that's why this next one, I was like, I'm just gonna do it for 2 months because I know our lives are gonna be crazy, and
we're gonna try to focus on filming holiday content too.
So like I was like, I don't want to have to be stressed, and I know we're going into like the busy season for everybody pretty much. I mean, it's gonna be different this year, obviously, just because this year is different.
It's just a good idea all around to give everyone like that extra buffer.
Plus, I couldn't really think if you guys have thought of any other Disney Christmas books to read together. I couldn't really think of another one than Christmas Carol, and we read that last year. So like we could read that again, but I was like, we'll just take one for November and December, and then by then we should be a little bit more settled down in life. So hopefully,
I'm wondering. I don't know other Christmas stories,
right? Because like Christmas Carol is kind of like just the iconic Christmas story that Disney has done several times in different franchises.
They've made their own Christmas stories.
Yeah, like Beauty and the Beast has a Christmas special.
Interesting.
Which I definitely want to watch again this year. Now it's on Disney Plus.
Yay, that is really exciting.
Yes. So right now I'm reading a lot of things, but I just started Little Women for technically the first time. Technically, I mean, it's kind of a question mark because I did read. Well, I read the first half a long time ago, and I thought it was the whole book, and then it wasn't, and I was upset, and so I was like, I can't.
Gosh.
No, I'm serious. I was like 10, so it was a thing with me. I was like, I'm never gonna read it again. I read it already, and blah blah blah. But now I'm like, no, I didn't. What is that child thinking? But I've watched a bunch of adaptations. I know the story already, but I just started reading it for the first time, and it's lovely.
Yes, Nicole. Let's just read the American Girl Holiday Collection. It's my favorite.
Go. We could do that. No, we won't, but we could. I might do it for myself because I do still have all my old faves. I do appreciate that most of the American Girl movies, another thing we grew up on, are like Christmas themed. Like Felicity and Samantha
feel like
are
Christmas
both like
is the perfect
Christmas, and Molly does
time
Christmas.
Of year to like either end or begin a movie because it's got that like holiday, the goodwill toward men type like spirit. So everyone's like, let's include it in our movie. It'll make everyone feel better.
And it does.
And it does.
It works. So, if it works, go with it. But yeah.
Trying to think, is that everything I had to share? And
have you gals ever seen or read the Disney devotional book? We have one. We got in a swap box.
I started it. I did not finish it though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one exactly.
I don't know. Oh, sorry.
Earthquake.
We have one. I can't remember what's on my bookshelf.
I think
I've read a couple from it. The one that we have is based on like attractions.
It's more parks based, which is so perfect for us.
Great. Yeah, it's great. So I've read a couple of them that were my favorite attractions, and then I just kind of but we have other devotionals that we read for church and stuff. So
I guess we can go ahead. So I guess before we announce the book for the next 2 months, we can give a little like spoiler of some videos that are coming on the channel. So we're going into holiday season, which means we are doing Vlogmas. Like we said earlier, we're doing it a little bit different than we've ever done it before, which will be kind of fun, a little bit something different.
It's gonna be interesting. Hopefully we can pull it off.
I know.
It'll
be fun. We'll totally get it done. And then we also have a Christmas haul coming up because the Disney merch just launched this past week. It's all so cute, and I can't remember one Christmas launch over the last like 5 or 6 years that I've loved more pieces than this one. Like normally there's 1 or 2 things that I'm like, wow, I really like that. But this year
I love everything.
Man, they did such a great job. So we've got a Christmas haul coming. We've got a pin haul coming because I have more of these.
Did you bring this one so I could show them? Or what?
Yes.
Here?
Yes.
This is a new pin that I got. One. This is Halloween, so it's not really.
Well, it was
backtrack.
We got it on Halloween.
Just back up a little bit.
So I guess it's kind of cool.
This is the Halloween pin from this year.
Cute.
Look at it. Can you see? It's Tigger and Lumpy and Roo. How cute are they?
And it actually does glow in the dark too.
My hand is shaking.
So the background,
it does glow in the dark. The moon does.
And it's
so cute.
Yeah.
And I love it.
And it's kind of rare to see like Lumpy on pins.
No, Lumpy deserves the entire world. I love him so much, and he's so adorable. And so like. I don't have him on nearly enough stuff because he's just not. I have his Funko Pop, even though it's technically the Heffalump, but like it's lumpy. It's a purple.
It's a purple.
I'm like it's lumpy. Like I don't get out of here with this Heffalump nonsense. It's just lumpy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we do also have some other holiday videos coming. So we have holiday vlogs because the parks are starting to bring out their holiday stuff, which means we're starting to film holiday stuff. I don't know what's happening. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Also, I guess I'll go ahead and show these ears.
I was having a moment.
I'm having a moment. These ears, they're so gorgeous. They're from a small shop. This one says, "A dream is a wish your heart makes," and then it has the carriage on the other side. But they're like a little bit on the heavier side, and so
they take your hair
they're
out with them.
struggling. When I'm like looking down at a camera like this, they move forward. Anyways.
Okay. Hold on. I'm going to go to the comments real quick. Yes, I agree. And it's been a while since I've read the American Girl Christmas ones particularly, but
that would be a fun, like, quick
them
one to read.
Yes,
you guys know.
We can't do Vlogmas and not do a sock calendar.
The sock calendars, they are our thing.
We've already bought them. We've got them stored away.
We're ready.
Coming out. We're ready to do it. So yes.
It's kind of our trademark thing. So the socks are definitely coming back.
The Jingle Bell Zipper.
Jingle Bell Zipper. We actually don't know.
He'll probably make some appearances, but he might not be like a featured.
I don't know. I mean, we have had like a different thing that we've done each year, and the Jingle Bell Zipper was like last year's thing. But we may have to bring it back just a few times to like give a nod to last year's Vlogmas. Yes. Oh, sorry about that.
Sorry.
It might be.
I don't.
Wi-Fi. It might
doesn't
also
look blurry
be
on my screen, but like I don't know.
Sorry.
So it could be ours. I don't know.
But she sings jingles. Yeah, you gotta start working on your jingles, writing up your jingles for this year.
No, they have to be natural. They have to.
They do. They just come out randomly.
I don't think ahead.
She can't control them. They just
think
come.
ahead. I'm not a planner when it comes to anything in my life. Let's just clarify that. And the sock jingles are no different. The only thing recently that I have planned was the Boo Ball story, and that was it. And even then, I didn't really plan it. I just wrote it, and then I was like, here.
That's one of the biggest differences between the two of us. And something that causes struggles sometimes is that I am a, what you would call, over-planner, pre-planner.
I just find my
pre-planner. I like to plan everything out way ahead of time, but yeah, she just floats along, and sometimes it's like, but I guess it works out because we balance each other.
And intro like
the Boo Ball. Oh my gosh,
y'all. Okay,
I'm
not gonna say that was exhausting. It was sweaty. It was disgusting. It was fun.
We won't say no,
but we've had a couple of thoughts.
Yes, we actually do. Every year for Vlogmas, we've also done like an intro for the Vlogmas, and it's like kind of the same every day of that year. Yeah. So we definitely will have some sort of an intro. We just have some. We
haven't figured out exactly what we're gonna do.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So I guess that's like a little bit of everything all in one live because we talked about Cinderella, we talked about the book,
Yep.
talked about some stuff that's coming up on the channel. We're honestly really excited.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of holiday content on the books and we're very excited to start getting into the season and like getting to share holiday content with you guys.
We're gonna be changing this background out very soon. Although I hope you guys, I'm just gonna say this really quick because I haven't actually talked to you since this happened, but I hope you guys liked the Boo Ball. You had fun.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun. I feel like that's my October fall season thing other than like your birthday.
Well, because it takes a lot. Yeah, it's like a lot of.
I mean, we've only been doing it for 2 years, but now it feels like tradition.
It's part of a thing. Yeah.
At this point, but
I think
hope
it
you guys
is for the YouTube
it.
community. It's part of.
If you missed our box, you can go the one that we sent. You can go back to our Boo Ball video, and I linked it in the description. So. Yeah,
and also check out our video if you haven't already. You can kind of see the intro that we were talking about earlier.
It's very.
We put a lot of love and sweat.
Let me just,
but it was really fun. We
shout out
so
our amazing friends who sent us potentially blackmail-worthy material and just like trusted us with it. They didn't even ask questions. They were just like, "Here, have it."
It was great.
We were like, "Thank you."
And honestly, the fact that we just like we had so much fun filming that to the point where we were like. And this we did not put this footage in, but to the point where we were like cry laughing. We couldn't breathe. Like we were like losing it. We had to like stop and like recompose to keep filming. So it was so much fun. Yes, she did do an incredible job writing it. Yes, exactly, Nicole. You make the plan, but you actually need to pre-plan for the plan so that the plan looks nice and clean and organized. So you have the messy version of the plan, the clean version of the plan, and then the plan actually happens. What? But you know what? I will also say, since Abby has gotten her book Happy Planner, you've been using it a lot more. You've been making lists a lot more, which is like huge. Like baby steps.
Here's what I've been trying to do is like every night before I go to bed, I think through what I need to do the next day, and I like write it in my planner because
so satisfying.
It's a journaling one, and so I just like make sure I don't forget anything that I'm supposed to be doing.
Making check.
Although yesterday I did completely forget I was supposed to edit a video, and then it was like 10 p.m. and I was like, oh no, because I just right over my head, completely forgot. I did all my other things that I needed to do.
Oh, thank you, Nicole.
Same to all of you guys.
Yes, I think everyone needs that blessing going into this holiday season because we've all been through the same 2020 year, and we all could use just a little extra holiday cheer this year.
For sure.
The bloopers and outtake reel. We honestly we don't do as many bloopers as we used to, and we don't have like. There aren't that many more bloopers.
It's partially because we've just gotten better at filming, so like
there's not as many like
we don't have as many bloopers. Like moments. We still have them. Don't you get me wrong. We still have what are we talking about? Moments all the time.
Oh yeah,
that I have to cut out. But yeah, the bloopers on the Boo Ball video definitely.
That's one of our favorite blooper reels.
Maybe one of my favorite blooper reels we've ever had.
For sure.
I love that. I love that video. Like it just makes me happy.
We have gone back because when
editing, we just died laughing because we don't edit filming it together very often.
Editing it,
just everything,
and then uploading it. We literally love every single like part of the process. It's one of our now one of our favorite videos. Like we've watched it a few different times since it's gone up, and we just laugh. So
good.
I think that's it for the live today. We do have we do have some more fun things coming up with the channel, and we might can do like a holiday live soon. That might be fun to just talk about like all holiday things with parks and stuff like that. So
we'll have to actually do it after we've gone to parks.
And once we get a little bit more, like once more happens with the parks holiday wise, but that might be kind of fun. Just get to talk about all the things holiday and Christmas related. But yeah, so
okay, let me double check one more time what the poll is.
The big reveal.
Our 3 options this month, I know, were Peter Pan, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and Mary Poppins. Because even though technically The Voyage of the Dawn Treader was not made by Disney, it's on Disney Plus now because Disney bought Fox. So
basically,
the day it came out, I was like,
honestly, I feel like that's like a full circle moment.
It's not a great adaptation.
So sad when Disney dropped. And so now we're all excited that it's somehow back to them, even though it's a sad thing that they ended up buying
Fox
it
or
back
whatever, but
in a
also,
weird way, but like
also like I'd out my DVD if I'm gonna watch it. You know what I mean? Oh, there's the bug again. Okay, it's fine. All
right.
So hold on. I forgot I have to go. Click. I'm just double checking. I'm pretty sure.
Come on,
I know
Abby.
this,
This is pressure.
I'm sorry. My computer is being slow. Yeah. I'm a very simple planner girl. I don't do a ton, but I'm very excited because, like I said, I got my Disney Princess planner, and I'm planning to get
You're planning to plan it.
I'm planning to get some sticker books and stuff because I like the Mickey and Minnie stuff, but the princess one is what I was like.
I literally, and I know I've said this in like a million videos by this point, but when I heard that the Happy Planner and Disney were actually doing a collaboration together, that they have been some of my favorite brands for like years now separately, and so to put them together,
she's been literally
like
dreaming for a Disney Happy Planner like years.
And I kind of started creating my own because I would make my own Disney spreads or get like Etsy Disney stickers to use in my planners. So the official when they came together, I was like, this is my jam.
Like,
Okay.
So.
Oh wait, hold on. Let's answer this really fast. Oh, Nicole, that's so true. Oh, thank you.
I'm thankful for you. Seriously, like I'm so thankful for this Disney community that we have.
You guys are the best.
This family of subscribers that we have. You guys are the best.
The absolute best.
The best. How did we come up for the idea for the Boo Ball? It was super cute. And where did you get your costumes? So we kind of explained it. It was
we kind of explained it in the Boo Ball video, but it was actually from you guys, from the subscribers, because sometime in August or September,
whenever
we
the parks
did
reopened,
an Animal Kingdom haul, and in that haul we hauled these stuffies. And one of our subscribers said, "Oh my gosh, those would be super cute Halloween decorations." And
because they're like characters in costume.
They totally would.
Like, absolutely.
And they do make very cute decorations.
They're very cute.
And so then I think it was one of us. I like misread the comment, and I thought they said it would be really cute to make Halloween costumes. They would make really cute costumes, even though that's not what the subscriber said, but it's what I I
think it was actually it all started with a misreading of a comment.
Yeah, and we were like, oh my gosh! And so then the idea came from like misreading that those make super cute costumes. Yeah. So then we decided to go ahead and make the costumes out of that idea.
Yeah. So then last year for the Boo Ball, we made it so like we were the entertainment.
We were scare monsters.
You know, we were the comedy team that was coming in to entertain. So this year we were like, well, we need another thing that we're doing.
Yeah.
So
Beth likes to hire us to actually do
personally, you know, we're pastors' kids. We've grown up being in the service part of like parties.
Honestly,
we don't really
I'm the most uncomfortable person at a party if I'm
I'm
not
always
helping
like, can I help?
or running something or like
running
the food table. Yeah, like I feel weird just being like a guest
and like there. It feels like really funky.
Eating and I don't know, it's weird. So
we're like, we gotta get a job.
We need the job. We need a job at the Boo Ball. So that's kind of what.
So we were like, let's
those two together. So then it was the idea for the DJs, and then the fact that we could like dance and have music. And then we got our costumes on Amazon. So Abby's costume came the way that it was in there.
The same as
the masks were from
T Public, I believe.
And since then we found a few other places that have Chippendale masks, but that was the first one.
They're pretty good. I had my black Vera Bradley one underneath.
Yeah, they're not great.
Super
I didn't feel very exactly. They're pretty flimsy.
Cute.
And then my costume, we got both from Amazon, but then mine we doctored to make the colors correct to make it Chip's color, because we couldn't find one that was his exact coloring. So we just made.
So we got
ourselves.
A purple one, and that was like purple and orange, I think. Yeah. And so then we just put some stuff on it to make it blue. The companion kits and the mini and big
definitely. I have a few pieces that I'm on the hunt to get in the Princess collection, and then I'll definitely be like hauling and using those in sticker studies because I'm so excited about them.
Adorable. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah,
we had a lot of fun.
What was really funny was like what
no, I think you're gonna say the same thing I was gonna say.
Was actually parading around Animal Kingdom in onesies.
Well, we didn't parade around Animal Kingdom. We paraded around Dino Land.
Okay, that's
we went to Dino Land. We had them in big backpacks. We went to Dino Land. we changed, and then we changed back out
I
of
mean,
them
we
because
could
would
have gone in Animal Kingdom,
died.
but that's a lot of walking, and it would have been very hot.
Animal Kingdom's fun, and I love it as a park.
It was
but
like mid-90s that day. It was really
Animal
hot.
Kingdom's hard sometimes to walk. It's a lot of hills.
Yes, Jennifer. So that's actually one of the reasons that we decided to go ahead and do it was because this year, to make it something special, the parks actually allowed adults to wear like costumes into the parks, and so we were able to wear them, even though technically they're like onesies. So does that count as costumes?
That's what we weren't really sure about, but we didn't get asked.
Also, I was like, you know, like I've seen people wear onesies to the parks, like those Christmas onesies from last year. There were people wearing those all.
I don't think a onesie technically counts as a costume,
but I've never really done enough research into a onesie. Does it count as clothing, or does it count as?
Well, what I was thinking
ours
also
were definitely costumes.
Is that these outfits wouldn't have worked like last year because this year we have masks, and so we could become
and it would have been weird for us to wear a face mask. Last year in the parks, you know.
So this year it was actually kind of perfect that we could wear the Chippendale masks, so we actually
we got the
like the Chipmunkosaurus
dinosaur,
and not just Dino onesie wearing people.
It was Barney with tape. Honestly, I wish I would have a Barney onesie because I feel like that would be awesome.
I think it was technically Spyro.
Yeah, I think it was a dragon.
Spyro the dragon, but we just cut the horns off and the wings and like just made it.
It was definitely like had to do a little bit of like
DIY
editing of the costume to make it fit, but
I think it turned out really good.
Yeah, I think it got the idea across.
And it is actually tape.
Yes, it is. No, I sewed it. Right. No.
We used the seam ripper. It was very exciting.
If you have followed us for any length of time, we don't craft that often. So
we literally just slathered the whole thing in duct tape, and we were like, "That's fine."
I spent a lot of time lining.
You did. You did a very good job.
On that,
it looks very good.
Anyways, so
all that to say,
we've been on here for almost an hour. So
the book for next month
is.
It's Mary Poppins!
Yay!
Mary Poppins, P.L. Travers, the OG story. I've already read this before, but it was several years ago, and I don't remember too much about it. So I'm totally down to reread
like the classic version of Mary Poppins.
Yeah, you guys are in for a ride if you've never read it before. This is not Julie Andrews' Mary Poppins. Let's just say that.
pretty awesome. And I will also say, I think it's great that we have 2 months to kind of do it so that you can really like go slow and
but again, like I said, I want to try and do a live show at the end, just so we don't go this long with that. Live chat,
and we actually could maybe make that our check-in / holiday.
I'm like, I want to do kind of like bookish, but also just
it's like a check-in, like how are you doing, guys? But so Mary Poppins by P.L. Travers, that's the book.
Yes.
Yay!
Yay!
It's a very different tale. Yeah. So I'm so excited to see.
We might have to do. Here's what we'll have to do this time. Now that I've read it this time, is watch Saving Mr. Banks. We've never watched that.
True.
It's on Disney. It's on Disney Plus, I think.
So.
Might be on Netflix still. I'm not sure, but
I don't know. That would be really fun to do. Yeah.
We should definitely watch that.
Yeah.
This time around, but yeah.
So that is the book. You have 2 months to read it.
We will chat probably in early January. Probably like about the first week of January, because I don't want to like
maybe last week of December.
Step on the toes of Christmas.
We will update.
We'll see
as we get further into that and see how everybody's years are going, Christmas seasons are going. So
yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us so much. We appreciate you guys so much, and
go out, have courage, be kind, channel your inner Cinderella
in the true Cinderella fashion. Yay! Yeah. We'd love to have you join us this month, Jennifer. That would be so much fun.
I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna try the audiobook this time. I read it as an ebook last time, so I think I might try listening to it. Because I love a good audiobook. I listen to them every night to go to sleep. Well, sometimes to go to sleep. Sometimes I get it. I try not to read exciting. I try not to listen to exciting audiobooks. So like I listen to Narnia or classics or ones I'm already familiar with. So then like if I fall asleep, it's not a big deal. And I won't like get intrigued and like have to keep listening. Right. So yeah.
Yay. So that's the book. You have 2 months to read it, and we'll update in the future about when that live show will be, but we will definitely have a check-in / holiday live show in between there. And yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful evening. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.